look what we have here, ladies and gents. NASCAR 25, available October 14th. The first official screenshots have dropped. Let's talk about them. There's 5 in total, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about them. I want to give a shout out to all you guys. Thank you so much, as always, for your support. NASCAR 25 drops October 14th. Make sure you like button, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, of course, when more NASCAR 25 content drops, we will talk about it. 5 screenshots have just dropped. And so this is the number 1. This looks like it is at Charlotte. And yeah, it's looking like iRacing. I'll tell you guys that right now. You can see. So one thing you guys are going to know, I'm not going to spend all the time talking about this, but if you want, I'm going to get out of the way because there's a lot of paint schemes here. If you want to look for your favorite driver's paint scheme, you can probably find it somewhere in here. Because, like, again, we haven't seen a lot of the paint schemes, right? Ryan Blaney's is literally screaming at you in the face. But, you know, and other than him, you can go and try to find your favorite driver somewhere along this line. Beautiful blue skies at Charlotte. We're going to be talking about lighting mostly in this video because obviously all the tracks are from iRacing, all the car models are from iRacing, so we expect them to look good. Blaney looks good. Bell and the Camry looks good. Elliott, of course, Logano, Kyle Larson, William Byron. I'm going to try and zoom in here. I cannot tell that light blue paint scheme. I think that is a 2311 car. Jordan. Is that Jordan? It looks like the Jordan logo on the hood. It could be Reddick. We got Denny Hamlin in his progressive paint scheme. He's right there. You got Josh Berry, I believe, Austin Cindric. I think that's Chris Buescher next to Alex Bowman. And then I'm not gonna keep trying to zoom in, but you guys get the gist. You can see everyone. Carson Hocevar is back here, I think, right? Is that Carson? I'm pretty sure. So you guys get the gist there. But yeah, that's screenshot number 1. Looks like in the day at Charlotte. There's 4 more. Let's move on. Screenshot number 2, also a Cup Series screenshot, also at Charlotte. You're on the lug nut right there. You got that beautiful lug nut. No longer 5 lug nuts. It's the single nut. It makes the makes the pit stop so much faster. Oh man. Okay. Got Larson. This looks like a screenshot from just from like fast forward to 10 seconds because it's the same running order, right? You got Christopher Bell up there. That should be Christopher Bell, right? Yeah, 20. I see 20. So Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Logano. But yeah, one thing we're going to talk about a lot here is lighting, right? So you saw, you know, in 3 and 4, right? It was completely sunny. It looks like it could be 12 o'clock. But you come around here and you have the shadows over, or the shadows being displayed from the grandstands because the sun is a little bit lower. So this is probably a 4 o'clock, 3:30, 5, somewhere around there kind of time of day. We've seen before you go into a session in the dev diaries how you do have different times of days for practice sessions, qualifying, and for the race in all 4 different series. So that's going to be very fascinating because these tracks are going to look different in really much different times of days and different, you know, scenarios, right? So that's going to be very interesting. Car models look really good. You can kind of see how some of the lighting, like if you look at Joey Logano's door, right, you could kind of see how you kind of see that reflection coming from the infield. I'm not going to get too tech talk in here, but we don't know things like, you know how F1 has like ray tracing and stuff like that. We don't really know if again, I'm not Digital Foundry, right? So I'm not going to go too much into tech talk, but we don't know things about like ray tracing or screen space reflections and stuff like that, or what the technology that iRacing is using in this game. What I care about is, does it look good? And so it looks good to me. I like how the way the shadows look. They look sharp. They look very neat. You got the fences, you know, everything like that. If you're not like a tech person, there's a difference between like ray trace shadows and like normal shadows and stuff like that. And so I'm someone with a lot more tech background than me could go ahead and comment on that. But same racetracks as iRacing, same car models as iRacing, and you can kind of see that, right? Like when I look at this screenshot, it just kind of screams iRacing to me, the actual service. But it's going to be, this is NASCAR 25 on the console. So I'm very happy about that. You can see the crowd. It looks like that is Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola sponsorship. Is this the Coke 600? No, this is the Coke 600. So this would be 6 o'clock, right? Because Coke 600 starts at 6, I think. So this would be a 6 o'clock time of day. And then This would be stage 1, 6 o'clock, and then obviously this would transition into a night race. So, if that's the Coca-Cola and everything like that, and this is the Coke 600, then of course, what I mean is at the Coke 600 is there's only one oval race at Charlotte, because the other one's the oval. So yes, this is the start of the Coke 600. You could kind of tell from that. So going to be very interesting to see what will, stage 2, stage 3, and then the final stage. So this is only one version of Charlotte that we've seen. There's going to be 4 versions in the same race. Which is going to be very fascinating to see how that kind of goes. And is it going to be like that? Is it real time of day? Is it like, I don't know. We don't know. We'll see when we play the game. By the way, there have been people that have played NASCAR 25. I am not one of them. I've not played the game. I've not seen the game. This is my first time actually seeing official screenshots from the game. I'm like you guys. I've not played it or seen it. So when that time comes, when we play the game, make sure you subscribed, because I will definitely have that ready to go for you in October when this game releases. Let's go to the next one. Now, out of all the screenshots, I believe this is my favorite. Now, you might be wondering, what do you mean? It's like a zoomed in shot of the ARCA cars. So you don't like the Cup Series screenshots that we just saw? This one is just my favorite in particular, and I'm going to explain why, which is my personal thing. I love the way the car models look. You can look at the details. Look at the side of the 97. Look at the side of the 30. You kind of see a reflection coming off of the 97. You kind of see that kind of matte kind of look on the 30. The windshield, you can actually see a little bit of I don't know if it's dirt, but there's something on that windshield. You can tell it's not just like, this windshield tear-offs basically on it. Menards series logos, everything, the Mustang, the Chevy SS, all looks good. Got your contingency sponsors as well, Bounty, all that stuff, Sunoco, General Tire, Reese's, Menards, all that good stuff, right? And that little, look right there, that little indent of the valence, it looks really fun as well. But one of the reasons I love this, and I think this is Watkins Glen, just because it looks like they're going through the S's, and it looks like that curb over there is Watkins Glen. So I believe this is Watkins Glen. But look at the helmets. Different helmets. Look at all those guys' helmets. So helmet, the yellow car up there in the background, that's a different helmet from the red car. That's a different helmet from the 30. That's a different helmet from the 97. All different helmets, and you can actually see the glove of the 30 right there. And the reason why I really like that, it's just attention to detail, man. Like so there have been previous console games where all the helmets are the same, and all the drivers in the cockpit are the same, and all the gloves are the same. But what this screenshot kind of shows you is that, it will be different. And the reason why this is my favorite screenshot is because in the future, this is something I really want iRacing to kind of build upon with customization. I hope in the future we see customized helmets. And I'm not talking specifically for drivers and teams, because that's a licensing thing. I'm talking for you, the user, right? Your avatar, your created driver. Custom helmets, custom gloves, custom fire suits, stuff like that, that display when you are racing. I think that's something that, is I definitely want in these games. But that's like a future thing. And you get some really, cool graphic designers to work on some really cool designs. And everyone then, what if it carries over into online? So I could have my own custom helmet versus your custom helmet. So those are things that, in terms of customization, I can't create a car, right? Like I can't paint a car to save my life. Paint booth is not one of my, for me, one of my priorities, because I just can't use it. I know it's important, but I cannot create a car. But customizing a helmet and something like that, I could do that, right? So I'm very excited about that. I just like the attention to detail. It looks really, really good. Screenshot number 4. This is the one at Texas. I think you got Lane Riggs there in the 34. Corey Heim, who is just winning and winning and winning and winning and winning and winning and winning in the truck series, is doing very well this season. And everyone else there, again, if you see your favorite paint scheme for a favorite driver, you could go ahead and look at that. Texas looks like it's also like a kind of similar time of day to what Charlotte was as well in the Cup Series screenshot, maybe like a 5 or 6 p.m. kind of time, because you have those shadows casting over the front stretch. The fence is casting some shadows back there as well. It looks good, guys. It does look like iRacing. It's kind of creepy. And you might be, yeah, but it's made by iRacing. Yeah, but iRacing is like a sim service on the computer. It's it's kind of crazy to see. It's been 4 years, guys. 4 years since a new game. And I'm looking at these screenshots. I'm like, man, this looks so much like iRacing. And that's impressive because iRacing is already such a good looking game. Or let's not get into that debate. A good looking sim. The console game looks so similar. They look good, man. And of course, the tracks are the same. And the car models are the same, so why not? But again, you can see kind of the width of Texas. This is 3 and 4, and you got all the correct sponsorship and the stars on the wall and everything like that. Now, I will say you will see, right, like the AI, they look kind of all together. From the people who have played the game, like Fabiano, Jarrett, a lot of those guys, they mentioned that I think AI is still being worked on. So I wouldn't. When you look at these screenshots, I wouldn't say look at what you think the AI would be. Like, oh, why is no one... To be fair, this is Texas. It's like a 2-lane racetrack anyways. Let's be honest. They really shouldn't be going towards the wall. But I think in the next screenshot that we get to, you'll notice like no one's by the wall. So just don't worry too much about the AI because it's still being worked on. And that's from people who have played the game. I've not played the game yet. I don't know. But from people who have played the game, they say that the AI is still being worked on. So let's leave it at that. And this is the final one at Homestead, Miami, my home racetrack. And man, this is my second favorite screenshot because it's Homestead, Miami. But again, you could see different helmets, right? This is Sieg, that's Sanchez. You have Austin Hill back there in the 21. So different helmets for everyone. The 9 over there has a different helmet as well. So it looks good. The 3 wide back there as well. And again, all your favorite drivers in the Xfinity Series, favorite paint scheme. I will say, Xfinity Series is going to be very interesting to see how these cars drive, right? Because we've seen in real life that the Xfinity Series has been putting out an excellent product week after week after week, right? It's a lot of fun. The mechanical grip, everything, drivers battling. The Xfinity Series is the best car at the moment, and it looks a lot of fun. So how will it play in the game will be very fascinating. The racetrack, you can see the rubber buildup all over the place, right? From the top to the bottom. You got the wall scrapes. You got your Homestead's stripe by the wall. And there's another stripe there at the beginning. You have your sponsorship kind of placement stuff on the billboards. Looks good, man. And again, it's a track from this screenshot in particular looks the most like it just came straight from iRacing. I mean, it just looks. You have the what is it called? The 3 and 4, right? So if you've been to Homestead, you know 3 and 4 is always in the sun. 1 and 2 gets in the shade very quickly. Out of all 5 of those screenshots, I think, yeah, the game looks really good. I got no complaints. So yeah, that's NASCAR 25, the first 5 screenshots, guys, that we've seen from the game. What do you think? Available October 14th. What do you think of the game? What do you... You guys haven't played the game. What am I talking? What do you think of the first screenshots from the game? Of course, there have been a lot of creators that have already mentioned what they think of the game. They're very excited about it. I've not heard anything negative about this game from anyone who's played it, from real-life drivers to content creators. Everyone has said positive things about this game, and that's exactly what I was expecting, guys. That's exactly what I've been saying this since the beginning. The right people are at the helm. The game, this is the first look. The game looks good. I like the lighting. I like the graphics. I like everything that I'm seeing. So what do you guys think in the comments down below? Follow me on Twitter, Instagram already. Subscribe for new. When they drop more content, we should be getting closer to gameplay, so be patient. We're entering late August. We're entering that area where pre-order is going to come soon. Gameplay trailer is going to come soon. So we will see this game in action very soon. And yeah, I think we're all very excited for it. As soon as I play the game and have those videos up for you, we'll talk about it. There is one more thing I do want to mention. I didn't talk about it here on the channel. I didn't mention it on Twitter. It dropped a few days ago. The soundtrack. So let's quickly go get that up. Here's the soundtrack. So unfortunately, I won't be able to listen to it while I'm recording videos. You might see me in October when I'm making videos. If you see an AirPod in my ear when recording, it's gonna be because I'm listening to the soundtrack. There has to be a way I can listen to it, right? And not get copyrighted. So that'll probably be what it does. But the main song, obviously, that I think people saw here was "Flirting with Disaster" by Molly Hatchet. There is a song that was on FIFA that I recognize. I think it's "Big Dogs" by is it Hanumankind? And then so I've same that. But there's also Liar by Jelly Roll. I think that was one of the main songs in a WWE PLE recently. Trying to think anything else. Shipwreck. I've heard Shipwreck before. And Hypnotize, of course, System of the Down. And then I think that's kind of the songs that I know. Everything else I'll listen to on Spotify, and then I'll listen to when playing the game. I will say, the first time I boot up the game, of course, I will hear the music. I really wonder if they're gonna take the route of, so there are games in the NASCAR history that one song always plays at the beginning, and then there are other games where it's a different song every time you boot up the game. I think it's very fascinating because whenever someone mentions NBA 2K17, they mention booting up the game and the song that's at the start. NASCAR 07, NASCAR 06, they all had the same song at the start of the game all the time. So very interested to see if they're gonna maybe they'll do that where every time you boot up the game, it's going to be the same the main song of the game, and then it'll move around, or will it just be random? So that's the soundtrack. I've made this video way too long. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram already. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, so we'll see. Casey Kerwin played it. There's the screenshots. Oh, Jarrett. Oh, there's a video. Oh, all right. Well, I haven't seen this. Hold on. He's at Tally. Is that? Wait, where is that? Kansas. That's Kansas. That is Jarrett, right? Jarrett, you're looking good. I like the haircut. I like the haircut, G. Yeah, so these are all the content creators that got invited out to play NASCAR 25. So, yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Take care of yourselves. Follow me on Twitter. It's going to be already. Subscribe for new. I will see you guys later. Peace out.